Hi, what's going on? If you don't know me, my name's Ja. I'm 17 years old. And before we get into the video, I want to tell you that you are special. You can do anything that you want to do. And I don't want anybody to stop you from pursuing your dreams and pretty much getting whatever you want in life. If nobody believes in you, I just want you to know that I believe in you. And hopefully you can join me on my journey of motivating people and pretty much hopefully changing your life and just overall motivating you and giving you the words of wisdom that you need to change your life, which is what I strive to do. So for my first point on why I believe that most people, or I say most teens in general, will never be successful, is because I think distractions run most people's lives. What I mean by this is 9 out of 10 times, most 17-year-olds or just people in general, they just doom scroll, wake up late, they have no daily structure to their lives, and I think that is the worst possible thing that you could have going for you. I think that most people chase instant gratification instead of long-term payoff, whether that be short-term dopamine hits, getting the most amount of likes on a fresh fit, putting something on for a girl or things like that. You could pretty much infer what I'm trying to say, and I'm pretty sure you could know how that inhibits you and that pretty much stops you from pursuing your full potential, which is why I want to let you know that I believe that if you add zero I believe that if you add a daily structure, which is my next point, if you add daily structure to your routine, it'll benefit you so much. Like, I can't tell you enough how much a daily structure or having a daily routine in your life will pretty much benefit you. Most teens, like I said, wake up late, they scroll, they let the day run them, and I feel like that really does ruin people. I think that success is a boring routine stacked over time. If you add just a boring daily structure, whether that be wake up, stretch, go to the gym, brush your teeth, make a YouTube video or make an Instagram reel or whatever, it might be boring, but if you rinse and repeat it, let's say there's 365 days in a year, I'm gonna just go to 300, you post that over, let's say, 2 years, that's probably over 600 to 700 videos, and you don't think one of those videos is going to go viral, you don't think one of those videos is going to change your life. And I think that does bring me to my next point, to where that I think most teens care too much, not even teens, really just people in general, they care too much about what other people think. And I'm not cutting anything out of this video. I had a scratch on my leg, but I try to keep things as raw as raw and natural with you guys. But most people care about too much what other people think, and I think that that inhibits them from really starting and just pretty much having the opportunity to change themselves, especially in this day and age, like where content creation is really beneficial to us. We didn't have this, I'll say our parents didn't have this tool of being able to get online and make content and pretty much change their lives or other people's lives. Other people worrying about you has nothing to do with you. I promise you it doesn't. People are always going to hate. You see the biggest people in the world, for instance, Castanat, people are hating on him, and he's one of the biggest streamers in the world. People are always going to worry about you, but you can't worry about other people. You know what I'm saying? As long as what you're doing is beneficial to you and other people, you're not harming anybody, just keep on going. Who cares? Nobody's going to remember in 5 years, be like, oh, you remember that guy that used to make YouTube videos back in freshman year, sophomore year, junior, senior? You get the point. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares at the end of the day. Or they might care now, and if they do, that's more of a them problem. You can't let that pretty much inhibit what you have going on, because you're special and you're trying to change your life, and they're not. They're probably going to be watching your videos. They're probably going to be watching your Instagram reels, or they're probably going to be buying from your clothing brand in about a year or two when you take off, or however long that may be. It could be a month, it could be 2 years, it could be 4 years, it could be 5. Who knows? Everybody is different, but you just have to stay consistent. And I think staying consistent ties into the structured routine. If you can just get a structured routine of you doing whatever you want to do every day, eventually it's going to work. Eventually you're going to take off, and eventually you're going to change your life. And that's pretty much just true. I think that takes me into my next point. I feel like most people in general are afraid of hard work. I heard somebody very influential once say that everybody likes the view at the top, but nobody likes to climb. And what I believe that he meant by that, or at least what I interpreted it to be, was that everybody likes the view at the top, meaning everybody likes the money, the clicks, the views, whatever, the nice whips, but nobody likes what it took to get there. For instance, I feel like, okay, let's use Castanat again as an example. He was posting videos, I think on like World Star or something, for weeks and weeks on end, getting no clicks, no views, but 4 or 5 years later, now he's one of the biggest streamers in the world, you know what I'm saying? And he was just going at it every single day, over and over and over and over again, never giving up, getting 0 views on his videos until he didn't, you know what I'm saying? It was a slow journey, but he made it, and now everybody kind of glazes him. You get what I'm saying? So nobody's gonna like the journey. You're probably not even gonna like the journey, but once you get to the top, you're at the top. And you just have to keep on going, because once you're there, you're there. You just can't give up. And if you don't give up, I feel like it'll benefit you so much more than you know. And on to my next point. My bad. Like I said, I'm not cutting anything out. But I think that most people don't have really a good amount of long-term vision or long-term thinking. In my class, like I said, I'm a senior in high school. I could confidently say it, at least half of my class has no idea what they want to do at the next level or at a collegiate level or pretty much anything after high school, which is pretty much sad. And I'm not just like trying to say that to downplay on anybody, but it's just the way that our generation is. Everybody's kind of concerned about music, girls, weed, alcohol. They just not really caring or thinking about their future. You know what I'm saying? If you could just put about 5 or 10 minutes a day into yourself, or pouring into yourself, or thinking about your future, that ties into what I would like to call micro wins or compound interest, a little snowball effect. If you could do that every single day, eventually it's going to take off. And again, like I said, all my points tie into each other because they're all beneficial to each other. If you could just do 5 to 10 minutes of benefiting yourself every single day, that ties into having a daily structure. So if you can do that, like I said, eventually you're going to take off and it's going to work. And you're going to look back in about 5-10 years, however long that may be, a month, 2 months, who knows. And you're going to be like, wow, I'm so glad I did that. And it only took 15, 30, an hour to a day. You get 24 hours in a day, and it really just depends on how you use them. If you look at Elon Musk compared to the, I think he's like 50 or something, you compare Elon Musk to the next 50-year-old, it's not like he's different. He has the same blood flowing through his veins, but he just utilized his 50 years better than the next man. And that ties into how sometimes I feel like I utilize my 17 years that I have so far better than the next 17-year-old. However old you may be, if you just start utilizing your time now, you're going to be utilizing your time better than the next whatever. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like the difference between the 99% and the 1% isn't motivation, race, ethnicity, money, or anything like that. It's just discipline. How hard are you willing to work to get what you want in life? Be trying to keep these videos short, raw, and natural for you guys. I'm going to be posting videos every single day because I try to pretty much sow what I reap, or reap what I sow. I don't know, bro. I just be talking, but I pretty much try to do pretty much everything that I say in these videos. I'm going to keep posting videos every single day. You're going to see me grow. Eventually, I'm going to look back at these videos in like a year or two and be like, wow, look at how far I've come. And hopefully, you're a part of that journey with me. So if you're a part of that 1% with me, be sure to drop a sub on the video. And that's all I got for you, child. Just remember, you're special. You can do anything that you want to do. And you are great. Thank you. Have a great day.